Hey everyone, and welcome back to the shop. Today's going to be a pretty easygoing, chill day. Today I'm going to be cleaning up the engine bay and making it look a bit nicer by adding some aluminum plates. So the idea for today is, over by the battery, I have these aluminum plates that also act as the platform to hold the distribution block. I wanted to mimic the same aluminum platform on the other side over here, so it gives a more clean, uniform look between one side of the engine bay to the other. I want to try to cover up the ABS module as well as the power steering and fill in this area with an aluminum plate so it more closely matches the other side. I'm going for a brushed aluminum and powder coat red look in the engine bay. I'm going to be using CAD, or cardboard aided design, to help me make the proper size piece that I need to cut out so I can fit this whole area. So measuring off the other side by the battery, I needed about 3.5 inches between the side of the radiator to the edge of the aluminum sheet. So this is the space I need to maintain between the radiator and the aluminum sheet that will be here. So now I'm just going to cut this corner off and see how much closer we are. I need to trim more off this side because I want this edge to be pushed farther in all the way against the core support. Much closer this time. So the overall fit is looking pretty good, but there is one thing I will need to do. I want to use both of these existing holes in the radiator support as the mount for this aluminum plate, although it's cardboard, but you know what I mean. That's exactly what I was looking for. So this is what I need to go cut out of a sheet of aluminum. So I'll take you over to the machine shop and we'll see what I can do. So I'm now over at the machine shop. I've selected a sheet of aluminum that is the same thickness as the other aluminum, and I have sketched out the design of the cardboard template on the aluminum. So to cut most of this out, I'm going to go over to the foot shear and cut this big straight line here, and this other line I will need to cut in the bandsaw. Since the first angle was a nice straight cut, this was super easy to do on the foot shear. The second angle, right here, is a compound angle, which means I can't do that on the foot shear, so I have to cut that out on the bandsaw. So now that I've cut this out, I need to make it less stabby. Alright, moment of truth. Here we go. Hopefully it fits perfectly first try. Hey, not bad. Look at that. So now that I know this actually fits and fits pretty perfectly, let's clean it up. Get all the fingerprints and Sharpie marks off. next thing on the list is I need to drill out these two mounting holes so I can actually mount it to the car. Great thing about this type of work is it does not have to be accurate, so I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm going to be using riv nuts to mount this in the car. Now the really important thing with riv nuts is you need to make sure the hole that you drill fits the riv nut perfectly for it to get a good solid hold. That looks like it'll work. Pretty good fit. Not quite big enough to fit the riv nut. Perfect. So riv nuts go through a piece of material. You then squeeze the back side of the riv nut onto the material, and it gives you a threadable insert in thin material. Now I'm going to use the woodworking table because it has holes in it, and this will help me out and give me room to be able to hold everything together while I put the riv nuts in. For this video, I tried to do something more cinematic, more professional looking. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.